Hi friends, hello everyone. As you can already understand from the title of this video, we will talk here about our biceps and this baby called a kettlebell. Accordingly, here I would like to show you absolutely all exercises that you could do with a kettlebell on such a muscle group as the biceps. Maybe you're the one with a kettlebell lying around at home and you don't know what other exercise you can do, how to diversify your training progress, how to finally pump this cherished muscle. And especially for people like you, I created a separate playlist on my channel and called it, I think, kettlebell exercises or something like that in a simple way. And by the way, there are already a certain number of videos in this playlist. At the moment, then you are already watching my video, maybe these videos have become popular and known to everyone, or maybe not. Therefore, it is possible that at the moment there is only one video in this playlist, or two, or maybe there are already many of them. Therefore, be sure to go and watch. But I will tell you for sure, there is already one video on the forearm, and there I told you a very large number of exercises that you could also do using just one such kettlebell. I'm going to make a little remark now. Absolutely all the exercises that I will show you in this video do not have to be done in one workout. All these exercises can be combined, arranged the way you want. It all depends on your personal goal and what? Your individual characteristics. Accordingly, use this just to diversify your training plan, but not the entire training program. You never know, maybe someone didn't know that. The second point that you need to know is if you are working in a large number of reps, you are in a multi-rep or 15 or more reps, you are working on your red muscle fibers, which are responsible for your endurance. If you work out in an amount of up to 12 reps or less, then accordingly you develop your white muscle fibers, which are responsible for your straight performance. Accordingly, based on your own goals, you chose how much you need to work. Each of exercises I recommended performing 4 sets, but you choose the number of these sets yourself, based on your individual characteristics, goals and objectives. And yes, friends, we don't do biceps lifts like this. We don't do biceps lifts like this. We don't do biceps lifts like this. What are we doing? We press our elbow, preferably bringing it forward a little so that it is not right here. It is absolutely perpendicular to the shoulders, a little forward, and we perform such moving. It is not necessary to extend the arm completely at the elbow joint. Maybe I will make a video like this somewhere, but it is not necessary. You can work in such working angles. It also makes no sense to raise your arm too high, because here, roughly speaking, your weight is just perpendicular to the floor, just on the bone. In this position, the muscle does not work. You see, biceps, even if it is strained, it will still not be in such a peak as if it were here. The second point is that we always keep the wrist on yourselves. Of course, you don't need to screw it in directly, as arm wrestlers do, but you can give the wrist always in any case. This is the kind of base that needs to be performed then training the biceps. I think many of you already know this, but I showed it to the newbies just in case. Let's go! For convenience, I have divided the video into 3 parts. The first part is developed to biceps exercises as well as straightening fingers and grip. The first exercise is biceps curls while standing. The standard exercise is performed with a kettlebell with one hand. You can also do it sitting position. Biceps curls while sitting from the hip allows you to straighten and work out the upper face in lifting the biceps. Biceps curls while sitting with emphasis allows you to work out the biceps with the least cheating. Biceps curls while sitting with a twist of the forearm also allows you to work out your forearms very well. Doing this exercise with a kettlebell is such more difficult than working with a dumbbell or a bar, which allows you to work out your muscles even better. Biceps curls while standing with a belt allows you to straighten your grip, since the belt is not very comfortable to hold, and it may slip out if you hold it insufficiently forced. The The 8th exercise is 21, of which we perform 7 times in each amplitude. That is, in the lower to 90 degrees, in the upper from 90 degrees, and above in the upper from 90 degrees, and in full amplitude. The 10th exercise is biceps curls with support on the wall. This is a variation from the spider exercise where you lie on a bench. Flexing your biceps, which grip on the bottom from a kettlebell, works your forearm muscles very well and straighten your fingers and provides overall balance. Biceps curls while standing through the ear is a rather uncomfortable exercise, but it works very well on your hands, grip, fingers, balance, and your biceps in general. The second chapter is devoted to biceps exercises as well as brachialis and brachioradialis. I will start the chapter with such an unusual grip. Then you take a hold of a kettlebell's ear in this way. This grip loads your brachioradialis and fingers pretty hard. If you have delicate hands, you will experience severe discomfort in the area of your thumb. Over time, you will develop a pain threshold. This exercise strengthens the corners and your hands become more rigid and stress resistant. This exercise can be done in the same variations as the previous exercises: standing, sitting with a limited amplitude, namely the upper phase with the arm phases, as well as a very interesting variation, flexion on the biceps while sitting with a grip on the ear with additional bringing of the hands on themselves. It turned out that this is a combined exercise. Bicep static is also important. It improves muscle endurance very well. 21 with the weight of such a grip works out your hand as a whole. 21 with the weight of such a grip works out your hand as a whole. The next variation, which works your brachioradialis, beam, and grip in general, is biceps curls with both hand lifting the kettlebell on the butt. This exercise can be done with bringing the kettlebell to yourself and perform it in variations 21 and holding in static. The 28th exercise is a complex variation of the hammer holding a kettlebell by the ear and then you lift. Due to the level of the kettlebell, this exercise becomes insanely difficult, especially if you have a weak wrist. Doing this exercise with a 16 kilograms weight is already a good result. If you are doing with even more weight, I can tell you, you are a monster of this move. I will start practicing this exercise with even less weight in order to strengthen our hand and brachioradialis muscles very well and gradually. A variation of standing position lifting with the belt through the index finger is also shown. This sitting of the belt additional loads the brachioradialis muscle. The third chapter is devoted to strengthening the fingers, forearms muscles in general. The biceps doesn't work so much here, but the brachialis and your wrist brachioradialis muscle work more. Lifting with such a grip is very difficult, especially if you have weak hands and upper forearms. Then doing this exercise will be very difficult. If you have only one kettlebell from 16 to 32 kilograms, you can perform such lifts by helping with your other hands. Over time, learn how to keep static, and the exercise will become easier. Reverse bending while sitting with a belt and supination is a good exercise that loads the brachioradialis muscle and works out the hands. A very difficult exercise in this block is the reverse lifting on the kettlebell with the extension of the forearm. Here I help to do it by helping the second one. And also exercise 21. The fact is that this exercise bending of the hand should not be allowed. You should always keep it absolutely straight. The initial stages also help to do this exercise with your other hand to ensure the best execution technique. 45 exercise is quite known as biceps lift with pronation. It loads your pronation, hand, biceps, brachialis very well, and in general straighten your arm very well. The final variation, which I show you in my blog, is biceps curls with a grip on the sides. This grip works well on your fingers, brachioradialis, brachialis, and biceps in general. Well friends, that's what the video turned out to be. Be sure to put your likes and write in the comments what exercise did I forget to show you in this video. Maybe I missed something, or you know some other cool exercise that I didn't show and that can be done with the kettlebell. Of course, subscribe to my channel if you are here for the first time, and do not forget about my Instagram, Instaflat. Here it is always here, in a corner, somewhere here or here. But as always, I wish you to be in a shape and develop professionally. See you soon in the next video.